Hello. That was really aggressive, sorry. I'm back. I'm so sorry it took me so long to post another video, but with uni and work and lots of other excuses that you don't need to hear about, it got really tricky to have the time. But I am back. I am posting videos, and today's one is going to be a Q&A because I get a bunch of questions on a daily basis and I don't always have time to answer them, or I just feel like it's way too long for me to answer it on social media. Like, you only have so many characters on Twitter. Twitter's not going to let me ramble. I want to ramble, so I'm going to record it. I've grabbed a whole heap of questions that I see the most, and that come up the most, just so it's more like helpful and interesting to you guys. Like, I can tell you my favorite book, but is that going to help you? Probably not. So those kind of questions I'll answer like on my Tumblr and on my Twitter, but the big questions that are hard for me to ramble on about, I'm going to answer today. Yeah, so it's been a while since I spoke to you. I went to the Easter show yesterday. So much fun. Got my hair dino braided. Bit of a different look for me, but I'm kind of down for it. I mean, I feel like it's good. I met a few of you yesterday at the Easter show. A few of you came up to me to say hi. So thank you for coming up. That was really nice of you, and it was really nice to meet all of you. It's really crazy when people do come up to me and know who I am. Like, somebody calls out my name and I'm like, how do you know my name? But that's a really nice feeling to know that some of you guys are actually interested in what I have to say, which is weird because I don't know why you would be. But anyway, thank you, and it was lovely to meet you, and on to the questions. So, got my little book here. I'm organised. I've written them all in here because I was going to just scroll through my phone, but I feel like it's just too much multitasking and I'm going to get really confused. So, question 1. On Tumblr, Way Simple asked, how often do you work out and when did you first start working out? So, I first started really getting into working out about 2.5 years ago. I was about 10 kilos heavier than I am now. Not necessarily overweight. I was sitting in a healthy weight range, but I wasn't healthy. My diet was really bad and I had really low self-esteem. I just didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. Not that I think you can ever feel like perfection. Well, personally I can't. But I just felt really low about myself, and I just thought, I just had a moment where it sort of clicked and I was like, nobody's going to change this for me. I have to do it myself. And I started walking because I was really unfit. Like, I could try and go for a run, but let's be honest, it wasn't going to happen at the time. I started walking around the block, and I did that every day. I would walk for about 30 minutes, and I actually had, don't judge me, Twilight, the books. I had the audio tapes on my iPod, and I would put the book in my ear. It's like lazy man's reading, but, you know, it's still reading. Sort of. It's totally not, but anyway. I used to put them in my ears, and I would just walk and just listen to the book. And I did that for months. And then I started finding that it was a little bit too easy for me, so I started running intervals. I would run, when I felt a burst of energy, I would run for as long as I sort of could, and then I would just stop and start walking again. And that's how my little journey started. And it took, years. It took years for me to get to where I am now and to get to the fitness level that I am now. But that's how it started, just with walking. And then the other part of the question was, how often do you work out? So I work out now 5 days a week, on average. And I sometimes 6, but I like to give myself at least 2 rest days. I just feel like it's good to allow your body to rest and let your muscles repair themselves. And I just think mentally as well, it can get a little bit much if you're pushing yourself that often, but you just sort of have to find something that works for you. And for me, 5 days a week. 5 days a week is good. Next question is from A Pinch of Vintage. What are you studying at uni? So I am just shy of my 3rd year of university, and I am studying a Bachelor of Communications and Media, and my major is in journalism. So I'm still trying to figure out what sort of path within journalism I want to take. There's a whole bunch of things that I really want to do, so I'm still trying to pick what I think suits me best. But yeah, I'm studying journalism, and at the moment, what interests me most is radio, and I'd say radio and TV work. But I love writing, so yeah, give me my last 12 months, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. Another one from Tumblr, Anna with attitude. Well, Anna. Sorry. Said, how do you stay motivated with your fitness? This one kind of makes me feel bad almost, because I feel like people want one simple, easy answer, and that's the way for them to hold on to their motivation. But unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. The only way I personally think that you can stay motivated is if you're doing what you're doing for yourself. And if you truly want to do it, there's no cheat, and there's no way around it. Unless you want to make a change bad enough, you won't make that change, and that's it. I was unhappy with the way that I felt, and I was unhappy with the way that I felt about myself, and that is what motivated me. Because I knew that if I didn't do something about it, nothing was going to happen. Nobody can help you in that kind of department other than you. Now I can say my goals are more health orientated, so just more so me maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and the way that I do that is through working out and through eating well, and my motivation is to look after my body. We only get one, and no one's going to look after it for me, so it's just not taking advantage of yourself and doing what's best for you, I think. And that's where I sort of found my motivation. And also, you guys now motivate me as well, which is really cool, because I know that there are a few people sort of watching and following what I'm doing, and that motivates me to kind of be the best version of me. That sounds so cliche, but it's true. Next question is more health and fitness stuff. Apparel Hype asked, what do you eat in a day? So I'll just give you like a bog standard example of what I would eat during the week. Not that I really eat any different on the weekends, but standard example. Breakfast in the morning is when I like to have my carbs to get me going. So I usually have a bowl of oats with banana and chia seeds on top. And then I will have a snack a couple of hours later, which is usually fruit. So blueberries and grapes are my favorite. Lunch, I have salad, always. I'm like obsessed with salad. So I just do like a chicken salad with a balsamic vinegar dressing. Sometimes I throw a couple of nuts in. Just a whole heap of clean, healthy, simple. To keep it really simple. Afternoon snack, I normally go for some air pop popcorn or nuts. And then for dinner, protein again, so chicken, fish, and veggies. I usually have between 1 and 2 coffees a day. I cannot survive without coffee. And I do have milk in my coffee as well. So that's what day-to-day food for me looks like. It's Bittersweet Queen posts asked, how did you meet Danielle Pisa? I met Danielle on my last trip to London. And we just met while I was over there, and she's so lovely and so talented. Really, really nice. So she actually has a blog and a YouTube account as well. So check out her blog and her YouTube account. What else? This was an anonymous question, but I found this one really interesting. How do you stay so confident? And I don't know how to answer this one almost, because I don't totally stay confident all the time. I have lots of insecurities, just like anyone would. The confidence that I do have comes from the progress that I made with health and fitness, and I think because I showed myself that I can do amazing things on my own. It's so hard to point out your own positives because it's just like, hey, hey. That's my favorite emoji. Like, look how good I am. But I've learned you have to be able to do that. So all that I can do is be myself. There's nothing else you can do. Some people might not like you. Some people might misunderstand you. But all you can do is just be yourself. Point out your own positives in your head. You have to do it. No one else is going to toot your horn for you. You just have to. That's what I've learned. Just toot your own horn. It's fine. Don't do it out loud. People might think you're a bit narcissistic is the word I'm looking for there. But do it in your head. List your positives in your head, and it will teach you that you do have a lot to offer. So make a little note to yourself. Think of all the things that you're pretty proud of and that you do like about yourself, and pay more attention to them. I know there's a negative list in the other side of your brain that's never ending, but just ignore that. Focus on the positive parts of yourself. I know it's hard and it's tricky, but that's what I do. Try to do. So it's not always easy, and I'm not always confident. To be honest, most of the time I'm not, but I've just learnt to be myself. And unfortunately, sometimes people won't like that. But I personally figure if I am doing good by everybody and I am not hurting anybody in my words or my actions, then I have nothing to apologize for in being myself. So I think that's how I look at it. Another anonymous one, actually. Advice for clear skin. This is also another one that I see a lot, and I've got rules for this. I have a little set of rules that I follow for clear skin, especially because I work out a lot and get really sweaty, and it's really gross, to be blunt about it. Try and drink at least 2 liters of water a day. Really, really helpful for your skin. You'll notice a massive change if you can get 2 liters of water in a day. Always wash your face before bed. Always. I know you're tired, and I know you can't be bothered, and I know you want to cry, but just do it. It makes a world of difference. Clean your face and moisturize your face. Then you can go to bed, and you'll wake up. You won't have makeup stuck everywhere. It's not cute. Don't do it. Just wash your face. And if you do exercise, wash your face beforehand. Do not exercise with makeup on. I used to do this, I'm going to admit. When I was younger, I used to wear full face of makeup while working out. It's just so unnecessary. Don't do it. It's just going to give you pimples. And everyone knows you're wearing makeup, and they do the whole, oh, that girl's wearing makeup at the gym thing, the thing. Yeah, just wash your face. It's all good. And then don't touch your face while you're working out, because your hands are going to get really dirty, sweaty. You could be touching dumbbells, machines, whatever. You don't know what's going on your face. So drink water, wash your face, moisturize. They're my rules. Oh, and sugar. Sugar gives you pimples, so I've been told. I try not to eat too much sugar, but I guess it completely depends on your own body. So just find what works for you, really. Katerina1DSP asked, how do you feel about being an inspiration for many girls? This is a weird question and a hard one to answer, because sometimes it's sort of easy to forget that people are watching what I'm doing and that people are listening to my advice, which is a big deal, especially considering I'm not an expert in anything. Yeah. Yeah, you can just click off the video now if you want to know. Yeah, it's an amazing feeling to know that girls are interested in what I'm doing and do want to know about my journey and my life and what I'm up to and that kind of thing. So it's incredible. I'm so appreciative that there are people that do want my advice and do want to listen to my advice. So I certainly don't take that for granted. And in the same way, I certainly don't walk around thinking, look at all these girls, they just want to be like me because I'm so awesome. No. I'm very aware that there are a few people that are interested in my health and fitness routine and what I'm up to, but I also know that I'm not out to create any kind of profile. I am very appreciative of all the people that are following me and watching what I'm doing, and I certainly don't take it for granted. I think it's very cool. So, thank you. Alrighty, so just so I'm not blabbering on for too long, that is the end of today's Q&A. And I'm going to do more of these because obviously that wasn't that many questions, but I want to be able to answer them properly. So I'll do them in stages. Feel free to start shooting me through questions now and I'll make up the next list. I hope you have enjoyed listening to me ramble on, and I will talk to you soon. We've got exciting stuff coming up. I'm working on a blog at the moment, and that's going to be a combination of health and fitness and fashion stuff. So just pretty much everything I'm interested in smushed into a website. Because why not? It's going to have my blogs that I write when I go on little rants, and it's also going to have some fashion blogging stuff on there. But you'll see. Stay tuned. So that's it from me. I hope you have a good day, and I will chat to you soon. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and subscribe to the YouTube. I'll put them all down below because they're going to be more regular now. So, talk to you soon.